So I was gonna just take a photo of one CD that I have, and then I found my stack from when I bought CDs in 2015, I think, and they're actually really funny. So I'm gonna go through all of them and talk a little bit about each one. If I can, I'd like to get them in from what I remember to be chronological order of when I bought them, because I think that adds a lot to the story. But the first one here, very dusty, is In Color by Jamie XX. This was the first album I listened to in my teens that wasn't Vocaloid or J-pop. I just saw it on the front of Tower Records, and I loved the colours and the little white rectangle, and I went, you know what, let me give it a shot. I decided I'd try music. I didn't even really like music that much. Then I listened to this on Windows Media Player after burning it onto my laptop, and I went, God, music is brilliant, isn't it? I then went out after buying this and got some albums of people I knew I liked, which are as follows. My two goats, for whatever reason. Okay, so I then went out and I bought 5 CDs. I picked up Mika, Life in Cartoon Motion, his first album, one of my favorites ever as a child. And then, coincidentally, that week, he had just released No Place in Heaven, which is another album. Mika never fell off, I'll have you know. Never hit the peak of his first 2 albums, but never got bad. This is a really good listen. There's a really funny song on it, which is like an interpolation, whatever, of Where Have All the Cowboys Gone? But it was Where Have All the Gay Guys Gone? And he's talking about how you don't see iconic gay guys in movies anymore. There's no iconic gay actors or gay singers. We don't have Luther Vandross anymore. And it's just really funny. But also, the label wouldn't let him. They wanted it as a single. They wouldn't let him call it Gay Guys. So he had to change it to Good Guys. But then at the final chorus outro, he goes, Where have all the gay guys gone? I was like, a gag. I was like, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. But all the other lyrics are clearly about gay. And then the second one is another double bill. So also released very close to that album was Of Monsters and Men, Beneath the Skin, their second album. But of course, why would I not have picked up My Head as an Animal, one of the best albums ever made? I actually kind of only remember about 4 songs off this, but they eat. This one listened to back to front all the time. And didn't even really like half of it, but I don't care, they're my goats. The first 4 songs on this are really good, and then it gets very sort of like mellowed out. And then this is a crazy one, Two Door Cinema Club. As you can see, my taste was mainly based off of like Irish TV ads around the time. But what I really did love about this one is that it comes with all these different covers that you can put over, and they all kind of, well, some of them kind of play with the typography of it. Like this one here is, she's riding a little bike with no wheels, but it turns the It turns the O's into wheels. You see? You see? Just like the original cover that's on streaming is the one with the cat, and the cat's eyes are door. I think this one's cool as well. It was one of those times in kind of music and media where Japanese women, random Japanese women, were really in. So there's that, and I suppose that's still the case if you're a Porter Robinson fan. But Two Door Cinema Club, and I forgot to talk about the album. This is the first one, apart from actually no, it's not the first one. I like every song off the Jamie XX, and I like every song off of the Life in Cartoon Motion, but like every song on this is just great. No, it's not. I'm sorry, I just read the title of one I don't like. But yeah, it's great. It's not the deluxe. There's other tracks on streaming that I don't have. But yeah, let me try and figure out what. This is a funny one, actually. I bought this on Laura's recommendation years ago. Because this was like 2015. And she told me in a Skype call once that Beck Odelay was a album to listen to. And I went, okay. So I bought it. Never listened to it. Might get around to that. Might break out the CD player, give Beck Odelay a listen, and give Laura my feedback. I can't remember when I bought that one, also. I also can't remember when I bought this one, because I didn't buy it. It's the Life is Strange soundtrack, which is very sort of, yeah, we can tell. You got Alt J, you got Angus and Julia Stone, you got Bright Eyes, you got Amanda Palmer, you got Message to Bears, you got Foles. I think Foles make an appearance here, actually. And Sid Matters. So this is kind of where it branches off. You start to see where I get my sort of like indie taste later on. Even though I started with Jamie XX, it gets a bit, starts off very like normal person, normal 16-year-old is listening to music, and then gets a bit, where is the one I'm looking for? Oh, so it must have been this then, or where is it? Hold on. I know, I have another one. Where is it? Oh wow, I actually can't find, okay, so I'm missing one, but the XX, Jamie XX, the XX, I was clearly already into that sort of thing. Oh, he's from a band that sound like all of the indie rock stuff I like. Perfect. This is their second album, Coexist. Their self-titled debut, I can't find, but that was the one I liked a lot more. However, as an adult, I now prefer this one. A lot more electronic, really beautiful, lovely. They have a really bad reputation because their stuff is very, they had the intro off their first one was a very like car ad music type of thing. But love the XX, live for the XX. Never got bad. They split off into three members. Well, there's four members, and then they kicked the fourth member out. That's what makes it very strange, because the XX is like, their name is because they're like the four arms of the X, and then that's why Jamie XX is the little rectangle, because he's 1/4 of the thing. But like, there's only three of them. There's only ever really been three of them. She quit like during the production of their first album. She's in some of the music videos, but not all of them. Another one is, and this is based off of Life is Strange, I Then Find Foles. This is their first album, Antidotes. It is fantastic. I listened to this recently, actually. It's like, what if math rock was actually fucking fun to listen to? What if it was like a bit punk, a bit like, it's just great. Song Two Steps Twice is amazing. Olympic Airways is amazing. French Open is amazing. Very sort of like, very Taskmaster type music, you know, just like British, on British kind of thing. Love Foles. Still love Foles. Haven't listened to like their recent stuff, but everything up to like 2017, I think I really enjoyed. That's the only one I have there. One that really kind of me in the other way in terms of where I am now currently is Art Angels, Grimes, this song album fucking changed everything for better or for worse. Still listen to it all the time. And it's brilliant, unfortunately. I think she's really amazing, and this is one of my favourite albums ever. Still, it's never left me. I've never turned on it, and I never will, because it's just fucking fantastic, and I have so many amazing memories of... They're not even memories of good things. They're things of like me lost in Ballyfermot trying to find Rusty's house and carrying his groceries there. Like really shit memories, but I loved this album so much that it was like, I don't... yeah, okay, maybe my life is shit. I have Grimes, I have Art Angels, I don't give a fuck. So, there's that. Where around abouts are we? Florence and the Machine. Got two of them here. This is probably around the same time as this. I love Florence as a kid, and she just kind of fit into that sort of like what I was listening to at the time. She was like one from my past that I really gravitated towards while I was listening to like Foles, XX, because she is that kind of sort of like indie tea. So How Big had just come out, and I got Between Two Lungs, the deluxe version, with a bunch of live versions, acoustic versions, remixes, and all the like. Love Lungs Forever. How Big. It's good. It's really good. Didn't have Ceremonials because I didn't like it at the time. I have since come around to Ceremonials. I'm also missing one here, but I can't find it. I have two Metric albums. Alongside Life is Strange, another big influencer for music for me was the Scott Pilgrim soundtrack, which Metric appears on. That was another reason why I went with Laura's recommendation for the Beck album, because Beck also does a lot of original music for the Scott Pilgrim soundtrack. So I had a sort of motivator to listen to this. This Metric album, I've never listened to. I bought it with the intention of listening to it. I never did. I never have. The other album that I could have sworn I got, or maybe, I picked that up because I couldn't find the album I wanted in Tower Records. It was, what's it called? Metric. Fantasies from 2009. Couldn't find it. I'm missing another one. I have, at the time, both 1975 albums. Got into them because Chocolate was really big on the radio, and me and my friend Neil used to make jokes about it all the time because it's like annoying. And then I ended up listening to them more and realizing that I actually really enjoyed them. This had just come out. I Like It When You Sleep, For You Are So Beautiful Yet So Unaware of It. I actually remember the singles of this coming out, so I waited for this, and I was listening to the first one, their self-titled debut album, and then eventually got this. Now we're in 2016, now like the Rusty shit's happening and I'm falling out with all my friends kind of thing. Everyone's making fun of me because I keep tweeting about how much I love the 1975. This is where we are in the timeline, fifth year. So yeah, I still love the 1975. I think they, as a band, have always changed in a way that they need to in order to stay fresh. I think Matty Healy should probably die, to be honest. I think his lyrics are really fucking wanky, and I hate that. But oh my god, when the music's good, the music's good. He's definitely gotten a lot more Old Man Yells at Cloud. Everyone online is a communist now, but it's like, it's still good. I'm sorry. I've loved every album they've come out in succession. I don't know where I had Lord Pure Heroin was also around the time, because I remember buying it on the same day as I bought Blue Neighborhood Troy Sivan. Troy Sivan, another one that me and Neil started making fun of because we thought he was really funny and like just like a faggot. But then I started listening to more of the songs, and I started being like, this was also around my Grinder era. I started going on Grinder, and there's a lot of songs about just like being like a gay teenager and like having crushes on your friends and you're gay and you're a teenager. And um it's not like a terrible album either. There's a TK Maidza feature on it, which is crazy. Did not know who she was at the time. Now I'm reading this and I'm going, what the fuck? That was her. Um, yeah, it's. I don't think I'd go back to this. Troy Sivan, the stuff he did afterwards, he kind of went silent after this, and he didn't release another. This was 2015. Yeah, 2015. Didn't release another album until I want to say 2018 or 2019, which I didn't really listen to because I kind of was just a bit done with him. I think overall he's not someone who I really keep up with, but I love some of the songs. I love One of Your Girls. I actually love all the singles off his last album that came out last year, 2 years ago. Love it. I got Gady Prime's Unopened. I just wanted to have it because I think it's fun to have this. I also bought. Oh, and I also have Visions Grimes. Obviously, I have. That's because I also have Visions, and I was like, I have Visions. I have Art Angels, and I saw Gady Prime's. I went, sure. And I also have Gorilla's singles collection. I was in Tower Records with my friend Neil and my friend Chris, and I was like, I want to get something. I don't really know what. And I was telling them about what I was listening to at the time, and Chris went, "Oh, you should listen to Gorillaz more." And I was like, "Okay." And then Chris was like, "Yeah, you should listen to like their self-titled is really good, and also like Demon Days is really good." And I went, "You know what? I think I'll just buy the singles because then I can hear all the best songs, which is not something I usually do, as proven from this, but for whatever reason I was like, yeah, Gorillaz singles. I only need to hear the singles. I just want to hear the hits. Strange. I don't know why I did that. But yeah, it has singles up to Plastic Beach on it. Yeah, and that's everything.